Hello and welcome to our brief ring video. I'm James Keating. Many of you have asked over the years to do more on the ring or share more information. We got to start with the basics to begin with. Why? Because there's some that haven't seen the previous ring video, the DVD that I did. So we're going to recover a little bit in this series and then add some new things. For some of you, even this, the first installment, will be something new. Sometimes when I'm training, I'll take the ring and just go like this to keep it out of the way. It doesn't mean that you have to. What it means is I'm going to demonstrate with my hands here, and then I'll do that with the ring. And that just saves me having to pick it up. Okay, so we want to understand right off the bat, there's two ways you're going to hold that ring, and that is both hands from the same side, and a hand going in on opposite sides, like a hand warmer. So the one would be the open, the other would be the crossed or closed. So if I went through this side and this side, I am in the closed position. And what that does then when it opens up is comes to here. This is known as the yin-yang palms because you rotate and the hand alternates palm up, palm down, the double duty palm. So when I do this, I'm holding, I put on one hand, I go from the opposite side like that, I then roll it. One hand is palm up, the other is palm down. And 1, 2. I'm letting my left hand rotate. Now the right hand. Some of you will know this as hen sao or something like this if you do Kung Fu. So this is what I'm doing right here. And I'm using my thumb, the back of my hands as I do this. Now some people will say, this is for arm toughening. No, it's a governor. It's to keep you in proportion. We call this structure. So structure is usually for the human body 45-degree angles. So you create 45-degree angles. Looking at when we do this. I can't do this vertically. It will fall to my upper bicep. I can't do it horizontally, it's not quite the same. So what I do is I keep that structure, that 45-degree angle, the same that the Jik Chung Choi, the Tege, 45 degrees. So this is a governor that allows me to not go too wide or to be too narrow, but it keeps attention. Plus, this is the partner. This is the tension. When I go this way, this hand is pointed here, this is here. So there's a pressure here that you cannot experience on the video. And this is what we're talking about. If I didn't have this pressure, it would just fall. It wouldn't be there. So I have to keep this pressure during this yin-yang palm exercise. You can roll your body, add more technique. This is how you can do. All right, if I went through this side, that's both hands through the same side. This is many Tai Chi exercises. This is, some of you would see, if you remember cloudy hands, this is going back to our first entry here, opposite sides. Cloudy hands. Some of you understand how that works. See? Going inward. Teacup. This is the dynamic tension. This is my governor that keeps my form perfect without me really having to push it. So as I was saying back to here, this is either rolling low or rolling high, like that. And what I can do here is a little different in the sense of So this is how this works. I'm bringing back, see, same side, but when I hook, there's a pressure here. See, so I hook. When we look at a wing block, a forearm block, this simply raises like that. It's not a full rising block. That's not what I'm doing. This is called bansao. So I'm here. If I go like that, just straight out, this is a cutting hand. Some people call that a willow leaf hand, Tai Chi. It just goes straight out like this. When I do them together, it creates a nice structure here. This is 45, this is 45, and I'm here. And I practice like this. You've seen this. Sometimes the Wing Chun butterfly knives are used this way. Sometimes Sinawali. So when we do this, we have to see that that's the beginning, right? 1, here it is, 2, here it is, cutting hand, bansao. That's the beginning of lapsao. So to do lapsao, the basic grabbing hand, that's all it is I go to that position. That's the pari, that's the startle response. I go here, I grab and strike. I have no tension in my body when I do that because there's no adversary. So I'm only doing air. When I do the ring, and I do that same thing, and I come in, let's say here, and do that same bansao like this. I grab the ring, I come up through, there's tension here, and I strike. This could be back knuckle or punch, see? If he blocks, I grab again, roll through, and strike. This would be your classic lapsao switch. If you know this, if I go here and they block, I grab their hand. I hit them again. The other free hand will block. I keep them in a reactive state. This is constant grabbing hand switch. You can do that when you're doing this because I strike, I grab. I strike, I grab. You see? I strike, I grab. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is pressure. This is tension. It's not just there. I create my own tension to give the simulation of an adversary and also to keep that tight line. So that then, when I don't have this, my body is already accustomed to making these tight lines and not something that's too loose, loosey, goosey like that. It gives you the necessary lines to do this type of art. Now, it doesn't work so good for karate sometimes because it is truly a line. You see guys using bungees, the stretchy cable, because that's really good for a line. Where these type of arts, like Kung Fu, uses so much circle, see? So I'll pari here, come through, catch, grab, strike. See? Come through, catch, strike, or grab, strike. You'll see many like mantis positions here. The non-committed grabs, see? Because why? I don't need that commitment when I do this type of art, see? So I want you to mess around with this. 2 ways in, this one, and then the opposing, the yin-yang palms, get used to rotating. And when you do this, walk around a little bit, turn, flow. Don't just stand here and go like this. That's dead. Move a little bit. Use the structure. If you can get it to snap, 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 do it. That's what you need to do. And then you work on your cutting hand here, your quan sao, strike, see? That's what you want to do. I can go from here on this side, grab, strike. See? Now on this side, pari, cut, grab, strike. This side, see? Figure this out. So, our next one will add a little more, our next installment. But first, try to just get this idea. And if you don't understand what I'm saying about grabbing hand, look it up, do a search. There's plenty of information out there. All right, I'll see you on the next installment. I'm Jim Keating. Thanks.